This is Berwick Street Market in tough, cosmopolitan Soho. Any shop near this market must be run on very down-to-earth lines if it's to make a profit. We want to tell you about a shop less than 50 yards away that does make a profit. It sells everything that you'd expect to find in a shop of its size. It's not privileged or pampered in any way. It's the LPE Superette, and it's run by John Beasley here, who's in charge of the LPE's merchandising and marketing company. As self-service stores go, this is very small, but it's big enough to carry a good range of the usual products and all the usual special offers and displays. Above all, it's big enough to give the LPE authentic first-hand experience. Experience, for example, of how to design, style, price, pack and merchandise goods so that they have the best chance of coming off the shelves into the basket. The LPE Superette has taught us a lot. And because it's run on strictly business lines at a profit, in the face of tough competition, these lessons are valid. I'd like to tell you about some of the things we've learned. I'll start with a simple, in fact, an elementary point. Point number 1, don't take anything for granted. See this dummy of an outer? When it was sent to us to be turned into a piece of display material, we first took it to the Superette and found that it would fit nowhere except on the top shelves, a very poor position. So we just lopped an inch or two off its height, and here's the finished job fitting nicely onto the best-selling shelf. Point number 2. We know that sheer size in display is valuable, but how valuable? Can it really topple a national brand leader off its pedestal? We proved that it can. We changed this arrangement to this, and in 6 weeks, Campbell's outsold Heights. Facts like these, facts proved to be facts, can be very useful in keeping a sales force on its toes. Point number 3. Look at things from the retailer's point of view. Because we were and are retailers ourselves, we were able to improve the terms of a special promotion for Peak-Friend shortcakes and to try out the idea and the display material under real-life conditions so that our client salesmen could go into the field with the sort of true story that a retailer likes to listen to. But perhaps our most valuable lessons have been learned over the difficult field of personal relationships, the relations between the wholesalers or manufacturer's salesman and the retailer, and between the retailer and the customer. We've learned how welcome is the salesman, who not only knows his own business through and through, but takes the trouble to see things from the special standpoint of the individual retailer. We've learned that the salesman who sets out to bring back the biggest possible order is often his employer's worst enemy. And we've learned that even in a self-service store, the friendliness of the staff and their willingness to help really matter. These things show up when the cash takings are recorded. For, as we've said before, the Superette has to run like any other store at a profit. The Superette is only one of our sources of knowledge. Our retail advisory panel is another, and the pins on this map show how this is made up of shops spread round the country. What we've learned, and are still learning from them, added to what the Superette has taught us, makes us confident that we have acquired a lot of insight into the problems of retailers and have sharpened up our practical judgment all round. We've found that getting the feel of the retailer operation is something you either get first-hand, as in the Superette, or not at all. What is good of the age-old ideas of the marketplace, we can adapt to fit into the retail scene of today. This is what the Superette, just one part of our marketing and merchandising activities, helps the LPE to give to its clients.